Well, folks, I've got no idea what I'm getting into. Tammy Cochran's song, Life Happened, and it's a gift request from John Hermes. So, John, thank you for the gift. And I don't think I've done anything of Tammy's. Let me look and see. Oh, I did. I did Angels in Waiting quite a while back. Jason Halverson had requested it. So this is the second one that I'm doing of hers. All right, I'm glad I looked that up because you guys always catch me on that stuff. I've done 3,800 or so reactions. So now it's at the point where I don't know if I've done them or thought about doing them or just heard the song in the car 6 months ago. It's kind of there, but not totally. But all right, let's see what Tammy's got for us. Life Happened. I love titles like that. And where's Tammy from?
From the time she was 13, Julie Thompson had a dream that someday she would see her name in lights. And after every high school play, the grown-ups all would say that Julie's future sure is looking bright. Well, I saw her selling videos at a store in Eastland Mall. I said, why aren't you in Hollywood taking casting calls? She handed me my change and started laughing and said, life happened. Me and Bobby Chapman fell in love. Daddy passed away and the babies came, and drama school was just too much. Now there's Little League and mouths to feed, and I direct a kindergarten Christmas pageant. Life happened.
That's the dynamic of life.
Curtis had an old Chevelle. The cops knew that car well. He never lost a race on Windy Hollow Road. And by the time he turned 18, he was the Georgia Dirt Track King, proudly sponsored by the local Texaco. I bumped into him at Murphy's Bar and he ordered us around. I said, why are you in Rockingham chasing Gordon down? He killed his drink, tore the corners off his napkin, and said, life happened. I was driving home from Athens late one night. A trucker fell asleep and swapped paint with me. Said I rolled that band at least 5 times. Now I thank my stars and I sell used cars, and I teach driver's education at St. Catherine's.
I love that. All right, so Julie directs the Christmas pageant for kindergartners. Her original dream was to become an actress, and she was really good. Future was bright. Life happened. Other things happened, in other words. Now she does that. So she's still part of it. And this dude is teaching driver's ed. He had the Chevelle, never lost a race on something Hollow Road or something like that. And Chevelles are sweet, though. I've got to tell you, man, those old muscle cars are gorgeous.
Yeah, life happened. I saw the rest of my old friends at our reunion at the Holiday Inn, and it seemed like it was only yesterday.
Yep.
Standing in the gym in our cap and gown, full of wanderlust and glory bound, we set out to chase our dreams on wings of passion. But somewhere
Yeah.
We started families and bought SUVs, became stepdads and soccer moms. I finally realized we turned out alright.
There you go.
And we spent the night just catching up and dancing. And life happened.
I like that they tied it into the high school reunions, because you come back and it's like, yeah, some folks lead much more like exciting lives than others, so to speak. Doesn't mean they're happier necessarily. I mean, it is nice. You start with a dream, and it's nice that you realize it, even if it's not what you thought it would be. It's not all that, it isn't. What is it? It isn't what it's cracked up to be. But even still, at least you get to find out, and that's fine. And many things in life are that way. But when you get to do what you thought you would love to do, and you still like or love it, it's very cool that you pursued a dream and got it. But on the other hand, there are so many things in life too. I don't know. Maybe that's what thankfulness is. Just, you don't have to love every part of your life. You really don't. That's just a palace lie that like you're just supposed to be glad for everything. No, some things suck. Some things are inconvenient. Some things are harder than others. It's just true. Some things are nicer than others. But sometimes it's like, you know what? Just because it isn't your original dream or your original idea, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It actually, there's beauty to be found in other things if you're open to it. Obviously, there's disappointment in life. Things don't happen, but it isn't like they didn't happen overnight. It's like little things happen along. Oh, you met this guy, you met this girl, but you're still pursuing your acting career. You're still pursuing, if you were going to go chase down Jeff Gordon and again, Gordon's NASCAR and all that. I assume she said Gordon. I assume that's who she was talking about. That, yeah, so he didn't get to fulfill that, but still, bits and pieces, other things happen, and you made a decision. Sometimes you make a decision. I'm not going to go that way. It's just too hard. But now they've got the SUVs, and the kids came along. That's the only reason you get an SUV. Everybody that I know is like, there's no way I'm getting an SUV. And then 2 years after having a kid, they're like, oh my God, I got to get this, because loading them in and out. And when you get the second kid, you got to get it. And you cave, so you don't have a cool car anymore. Oh, well, that's life. You get used to it. But then you go to the high school reunion, and the same thing happened to everybody else, basically. Even those leading the lives, the exciting lives, whether it's Wall Street or Hollywood or Nashville or Austin or wherever it is, these big, well-known things. Kids are the great equalizers. They don't care who you are. They don't know what you are at age 5 or 10. It's just, all right, mom, dad have cool jobs. Cool, great. Give me my candy. So, all right, John, that was a fun one. That was a good one. I got to rate this song now, too. I really liked her voice. She reminded me a couple of times of different folks. Having trouble. At times, Martina, there were certain cadences in there that reminded me a bit of Martina. But otherwise, she's unique and very pretty voice, very pretty delivery. So, all right. This is a Montauk Ed special. He will never live this down, but the number that popped into my head was an 8.9. It was a sweet, pretty, reminiscing, this is what life is about type of song. It's a full dynamic of life. You have a dream, maybe you have it, maybe you don't. You come up with a new dream. There you go. Maybe you become an author later in life if you write a mother's book, a kid's book, something like that. So, all right, guys. Have a great day. You can thank John Hermes for that. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.